It's the Mary and Larry Show, starring Tim and Aaron, live from wherever we are. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, and welcome to the Mary and Larry Show. I am Emily, filling in for Aaron, who is currently out selling Girl Scout cookies. Orders are due next week. Make sure you go call him. We are doing our predictions for the Super Bowl in a couple of days. What's what?
What's that game?
It's a football game.
I don't know anything
That's at
about
the
it.
end of the season.
I've never heard of it.
It's a football game at the end of the season.
I've heard of the Pro Bowl. Is that what we're talking about?
Kind of,
Cool.
but not really.
Okay, Super Bowl. Apparently it's some big deal. And you may have some questions. You may say, oh, why are you wearing white and red? And why are you wearing yellow and black? And I would answer you and say, it's entirely random. I would say it has nothing to do with anything. And then afterwards I would tell you that I just lied to you. Because it does in fact mean something. I guess, who are the teams again? I don't even remember.
There's some team from out west, and then there's another one like from the east.
Okay, neither one of us really know what the teams are. I believe it's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Arizona Cardinals. And these are just happen to be the colors that they wear. And I take it you're picking the Steelers.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. It was a hard decision because the Steelers have been strong all season, largely due to a great defense. So the Steelers have been very strong all season and just seem to be able to get it done. But I kind of almost wanted to pick the Cardinals because they're kind of like
Who would do that?
an exciting team. They're kind of like, you know, the underdog. It just seems like it would be fun to pick them and then have them win and go, yeah, I picked them. But, I mean, I eventually decided on the Steelers because they're a more sure, probable win for this. What do you think? Or do you want me to give all of my reasons?
Just keep going. Just keep talking
going.
about. I don't
Okay.
care. Do what you
The
wanna
Steelers
do.
have also had some
Big deal.
experience in the Super Bowl. Recently, a couple of years ago,
Yep.
they won the Super Bowl
They did.
against a weak team from the NFC West.
Sure.
How's that sound?
That sounds familiar.
Yeah?
Great. Yeah.
Well, not yet, but it will be next week.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah!
Yikes.
They're also very good playing as a team. Tim and I talking about it earlier, I could think of some names off the Cardinals who are, we've just talked about some,
We
and
did.
then I hear about
Names.
in the, can you?
Name calling. Talking about names.
Names of some of their players that I've heard during the games and that Tim and I have talked about, but I could not come up with one name for the Steelers. So they play more as a team, whereas the Cardinals have a bunch of good players they rely on. So, I mean, if one of them's having a bad day, then that could be bad. So
That is
they
interesting.
play as a team.
Okay.
They've been strong all season and during the playoffs, and they have some recent experience with the Super Bowl with many of the same players.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what do you think?
I'd say that almost makes sense.
Almost?
You know?
What doesn't make sense?
Those are some good reasons.
Okay,
Whereas I really don't have any. I'm wearing the red and white primarily out of necessity. I am picking the Cardinals because they have proved me wrong so many times that why don't they prove me wrong again, but this time they would have to lose to do that. Everyone counts them out, and everyone's counting them out again. And I don't want to be one of those people. I will go down in flames with them if I have to.